Yo, what is up guys? My name's Jake Canales, aka Jake Canales 43 if you don't follow me on Instagram. But today I'm gonna answer a question I get asked a lot. A lot of people have been asking me lately, yo Jacob, what store is better, a general or a niche? Should I go with a general? Should I go with a niche store? I don't know which one to choose. Which one should I choose? In this video, I'm gonna tell you guys what I personally like best and how I use my general and niche stores and the pros and cons of a general and niche. Again, these are all my opinions. Some of you guys may have different opinions. Some of you guys may like something I don't like. Again, this is just my opinions. I'm just sharing what works best with me, with you guys. For those of you who don't know, a general store is more kind of like a Walmart, a Target. Like, it has everything. You'll have like books, clothing, shoes, like all that type of stuff, regular household products. A niche store is mostly like basically a store based on like one type of product. So like if you're just selling hats, you're selling like watches, like it's basically just like one certain group of products. Before I tell you guys like if I would use a general or a niche store, I'm gonna go over the pros and cons of a general and niche, my opinion, what are like good about it and what are bad about it. The pros about a general store is it's really good for testing products because like you could just throw a bunch of products on there and like if they're selling, then you know like okay, this is good products, and then you can move it over to a niche store. That's what I really like about that. And what I like about a general store is you could also build a huge email list, and emails are really good because it's basically like free money. If you have a big email list, what you could do is just send out emails promoting your products and bam, you'll just get a lot of sales doing that. There's other drop shippers doing like millions of dollars just for straight email marketing. So email marketing is a huge tactic in drop shipping, and if you have a general store, you could build a huge email list. Also, the good thing about a general store is it never really dies down. You could always just keep on adding new different kind of products. The store will never die down, so you could keep a store running for a long time, especially if you're doing like Facebook ads. It's really good because if there's a viral product, you just throw that on your store real quick, take a viral video ad or make a viral video ad, put it on, and boom, that will just keep on going. General stores never really die out because you keep on taking the new products that are coming in, because like every year there's usually a couple trends. Basically, you could just get those products added to your general store and like just keep on getting those products, and it'll just go basically like year round. Like it never stops. You're always making money with it. For the pros of a niche store, it's easier for Instagram influencers. So let's say like you're in the fashion industry, then you could target fashion pages. Let's say you're selling like more streetwear type clothing, like something with more like hype beast, like then you'll be targeting hype beast pages. I like doing that because like it's easier for Instagram influencers. It's easier to find Instagram influencers, and once you find a winning Instagram influencer, you just milk it out. Like basically just post like almost every day for like 3 months. I usually post every other day if I find a good influencer, and just get all your money out of it, and then you could use that data and move over and create a lookalike audience for Facebook. That's a really good thing about a niche store. Also, with a niche store, it's super easy to target an audience. Let's say you're selling watches, you just target people who like watches. Like it's not super broad. Let's say you're gonna sell a gold watch, then you're gonna target people who like luxury watches, gold watches. So like that's really easy for targeting. That's another good reason why a niche store is super good. Niche stores usually look more legit and build more trust. Like when people go on your site and they're like at a hat store, like you know it has like dopehats.com or something like that, and they see it's just hats, they have more trust in your site because like the name goes with the store. But then like if you have more general store like the trendyshop.com, like it's kind of a weird name and it's just a bunch of random products, so people could get a little skeptical from that. But basically like the niche store looks more legit and builds more trust. Also, it's easy to upsell on niche stores. Let's say you're selling hats, usually people like wearing multiple hats. Like me personally, I own a lot of hats because I love hats, but basically like you could upsell them on other hats and stuff. In like a general store, it's kind of harder to like, upsell stuff. Like you don't want to be selling a water bottle then upsell them on a hairbrush. Like those don't relate to each other at all. Like that would be stupid if you do that. So that's another good thing about a niche store. Now the cons of a general store is it sometimes gets the customer lost. They come here because they see like a viral video of a fidget spinner or something, so they're looking for fidget spinners, but then like they see all these items of like hairbrushes, hats, like all these weird stuff that like don't make sense. Like it's not going with the store, and sometimes the customers don't like that. It causes them to exit out, and so that will ruin your conversion rate because you'll be getting a lot of traffic, but people just get lost, confused. They don't know what they want. They get a little bit skeptical, and so they don't buy. That happens sometimes, not all the times. Like I'm not saying it will happen every single time, but there are some people who do get skeptical from that. And then a lot of people run general stores to test a lot of products. I know people who test like 20 products at once, and like yeah, it's good, but if those 20 products fail, you just lost a lot of money. But remember, in dropshipping, losing money isn't always a bad thing because then you're able to learn from your mistakes. Like personally, I've lost a lot of money testing products and testing ads, but I learned from my mistakes and I was able to make 10 times more the money that I lost. If you lose money in dropshipping, don't just quit right in there. Like honestly, if you quit in dropshipping, just stop watching this video because like I don't want you guys here anyways. But if you ever lose money, don't just stop. Like that's a good thing. Failure is not a bad thing in dropshipping. Like it motivates you more and it makes you realize like, okay, don't make that mistake again. Let's not use that data. Like let's build off of this. General stores also also kind of suck if you're trying to do Instagram influencer shout outs. When I like doing Instagram influencer shout outs, I only like shouting out my products that relate to the page like 100%. Like I'm not gonna go and shout out a freaking hairbrush or something like that on a sports page. Like they don't relate to each other at all. So like that's the thing that sucks with the general store. It's kind of harder to find like shout outs unless there's like a viral product like the fidget spinner or the push-up bras. Like then those it's easier to target because everybody's wanting those. Like for example, everybody wanted the fidget spinners back in summer. Push-up bras, those were big things. Like all the girls were wanting them to make their boobs look bigger. But like those were two killer products, but you could basically target them to, like the fidget spinner, you could target anybody, and the push-up bra, any girl would buy it. That's when general store is easier, but like usually it's never that easy. The cons of a niche store is it does die down faster. With a general store, you could keep it up going like a lot more longer, but with a niche store, like it usually dies down after a couple months, and that sucks. But you basically just start over, start with another niche and just build up again. Also with a niche store, you can only target a certain audience. Like you could only target the audience that your niche is in. The audience size isn't as much, and like it's really harder to scale up. But like with general stores, because you have any product you want to put on there, you could target the whole world. With general stores, you could scale up more, but for niche stores, they just look better and like you get money more quicker. Basically, I just explained to you guys what a general and what a niche store are and the pros and cons that I think are with a general and niche store. Now personally, I'm gonna tell you guys what I like best. So usually what I do is I run a general store and I'll put different products that I think I can market. So before I actually go and like do my product research, I research like if I'm doing Instagram influencers, I'm gonna look for what pages that are good. So like that's when I'll go and I'll find like good Instagram influencers. Like if I'm gonna go into sports related products, I'm gonna look for sports related influencers. And if I can find some sports related influencers that are cheap, they have a good social blade, good flex engagement, then I'm like, okay, I can make a killing off that page. And then that's when I'll find some sport products to put and promote on that page. So like a lot of people, they like finding the products first and then going on to Webstagram and all that stuff to find the influencer. But like really that just never worked for me. I think that's stupid because you're not marketing it first. You have to be really trustworthy in your products. Like you're like, okay, I know this one will work. I have all my plan. And so that's what I found that works best for me. And then on my general store, once I get a product that's just killing it, like, you know, I'm making a lot of sales, then I'll turn it into a niche store. I'll get more correlated items to that and make a store out of it. And I'll use the same data for Facebook ads and Instagram influencers. Basically, that's what I do. I test with the general store and then I make them into niche stores. Once my niche store dies off, then I just cut that niche and I'll build on, and then I'll put more viral products onto my general store. And if my general store has another winning product, I'll find more correlation products to that and I'll make another niche store. So that's my personal idea. It's really good because if you are in email marketing, you could just use all your email subscribers from the general store. And like I said earlier in the video, it's free money. So I highly suggest that's what you guys do. Again, you guys don't have to do that, but that's my personal opinion. That's all I have for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to drop a like. Also comment down below what's your opinions. If you like niche stores better, if you like general store better, I want to hear your guys' opinions too. So like if you like a niche store better, comment niche down below. If you like a general store better, comment I like general. And then also don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Hold up, take a moment, count my guap, all these racks.